Welcome back to On Course. I'm at the Royalty with Ray Walton. We're on the trail of barbel. We've had one, but we're after bigger fish. Good news is, Ray reckons he's found a few.
Well, I've left my kit downstream in a swim called the Nursery, walked 200 yards up the river and found Ray crouched down in this bush. He assures me he's found 2 barbel on the far bank underneath a tree, one of them being a good double-figure fish. Unfortunately, the sun's come out, so they're proving quite difficult to catch, but if we don't get any in the next 5 minutes, we're going to put a little bit of bait in and try and draw them out and fish a little bit more static. There's also a common carp that's pushing 20 pound that I've seen just earlier on, so it's really exciting.
It's barbel, see? Oh, see?
Oh, there's a,
no, it's the carp.
That's the carp.
It's the carp out there.
No, oh, yeah.
He had a look at the meat then.
He did, he turned away, yeah.
We might change tactics. What we'll do, we'll start putting some bait in the patch.
Yeah.
The barbel will tend to lay under the tree and we need to bring them across.
Right.
Okay?
I'll tell you what, I'll get some pellets out.
Yeah, even might be worth catapulting a little bit further across as well into that channel on this side of the tree to see if we can get them searching.
Because your bait's going to be downstream a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the little kid in me now, I'm going to use my catapult.
See if that activates them.
We've been stalking this shoal for over half an hour now. It's time to get up close and personal, so Ray takes to the water in his waders. He's been fishing this stretch for years, so he knows it like the back of his hand, but beware, it can be dangerous. The obvious reason you shouldn't go into a river like this if you don't know the bed is simply because, I mean, that to me looks like 6 foot, and just as easily it could look 3 foot and actually be 6 foot. And once those waders fill up, see you later. It's actually quite empty today. There's very few people on the river. There's one guy probably 150 yards up to our right and another guy probably 150 yards down to our left. So Ray's actually not disturbing anyone else's swim, and that's a big point there to be made. Now that cast was absolutely on the money, and you might be thinking it's a little bit too tight to put a bait over there, but Ray assures me he's been over there before. There's 2 or 3 feet of water underneath them branches. They're only just touching the surface. So as long as you keep your rod low, you should have one. It's absolutely imperative that you don't make too many casts. It's a kill or cure really fishing style. He's either going to catch one or kill the swim totally. I'm starting to get a feeling about today. The fish are so close I could almost touch them, but maybe they're getting the vibe off of me and Ray. We want to catch so badly. He's been over and over in this swim, and now we're running out of time. I know it, and Ray knows it. Will they take a static bait under that tree?
Yeah, they're just stationary under there. They're just, because the sun has got so high in the sky, it's become very hot, and they're not generally coming out onto the areas where they normally do. I can see black shapes just at the end of the run there.
Yeah. And there's some fish just out on the shallows at the back of the trees as well. They're consistently moving.
In the end, we decide to move on. This could be our big chance of the day. Gone.
No, nothing out there. There was, but I think I probably spooked a few of them going that close.
We decide to split up. Maybe we'll have more luck apart. I've been hard at it all day with the rolling and roving, and now, well, I think it's time to change tactics. I think the big lumps of meat are spooking them, so I'm going to go for the bait and wait, building up a swim with hemp and pellet, and then letting it calm down for half an hour. I've got my rig ready and waiting.
This is the rig. I've got 8-pound mainline, which is a little bit light to be fair, but I'm not fishing far out and there's not a big flow happening at the moment. I've got a 1.5 ounce lead on the running ring, a small swivel with a swivel bead, probably a foot of 8-pound braid hook link to a size 8 hook, and this is something different that I've done with a hook bait. It's a 14mm halibut pellet, and because I suffer from the 14mm halibut pellets coming off with just a hair stop on, I put an artificial caster on the end, and that does 2 things. It stops the bait from coming off, and it actually aids buoyancy, so it acts very, very natural in the water. And with that, I reckon we should catch some fish.
The sun's still high in the sky, but amazingly, I'm seeing the fish close in. I'm quietly confident of my technique, and then, at last.
Well, we've got it, and we've finally hooked my first royalty barbel. He's underneath the reeds over the in the middle of the water, but I'm still in good contact with him. I'm absolutely packing it at the moment. There's quite a bit of weed in between me and the barbel at the moment, so I'm actually going to go in because Ray's down the bank. Wish me luck.
What you got, Dean?
I'm in with a barbel. It's that 4 or 5, well, I say 4 or 5 pound. He's a bit bigger. If you come out here, help me, mate. He's in the weeds right now. I'm going to keep pressure on him. Yeah, he's still kicking. I'm terrified at the moment because he's done me in the weed and it's just come out. Oh, it's a good fish. Yeah, it's a good fish. Well, I have to say, mate, this is absolutely superb, and I can see the fish underneath the weed. He's ready to be netted, mate. It's a rip-roaring fight, this one. He's going for the reed bed over there again. I'll tell you what, he knows you. It's pulling harder since you got in the water. Oh, look at that. He's quite close, mate. Yeah! It's a good fish on the slide, isn't it? It's not abandoned. Right. Pull it there, mate. We'll kiss him up here, Ray.
There you go, mate.
You've unhooked the fish in the water, which is nice and safe for the fish.
Yeah.
And you said, what did you say for the weight?
I reckon it might be 6'2".
6'2". Well, I tell you what, I think he's slightly bigger than that. I'm going to say 7 pound.
I'm going to call it on this. You've got to deduct 1 pound. Or
No, it's already zeroed.
Right. 6.15.
Oh,
Right,
that's superb. I'll tell you what, I can't ask more. What an absolute stunning fish.
Well done.
Look
Well,
at
you
this.
don't jump because we've let him rest
It's a bit
up.
lively, isn't he?
Nice sun on that fish.
Look at that for a stunning Avon barbel. Stunning fish. I can't say more than that, I really can't. Let's get him back.
Let's get him.
I'll tell you what, Ray, I'm going to get in with you as well and do the honours.
Okay.
Because
We just let him lie up a bit because we've had him out of the water and we need to recover fully.
that's an important point to make actually with barbel, is that they fight right till the end. And when you put them back, you have to make sure that they're righted so they're swimming and they're strong.
Yeah.
I mean, this fish is righted all.
Yeah, this one's pretty fit.
Let's get him out of the net.
There you go, look at that.
Look at that. Absolutely stunning fish. There's not many fish in British waters that are that good looking.
Just hold him as he goes in.
Oh, there we go. He's
Grab
running
him
at
by
me a
the
little
wrist.
bit.
Like that. Just let him go the wrist.
There we go. You can do him. I'm happy just looking at him, to be fair.
Okay, and what he's going to do is just going to go.
And will he know his way out from here? It's quite a bit of weed.
He'll go under the weed first and then work his way
He'll
out.
go and sulk, will he?
Yeah.
They've got massive nostrils, haven't they? Absolutely massive nostrils. I didn't realise that. I mean, very similar to a chub's.
Hey.
Go on, boy.
And he's off.
That
There you
is
go.
absolutely fantastic. Thank you
Excellent.
very much, Ray.
Let's get
That
to
has
the
made my trip. The sun is slowly retreating, and as we head towards dusk, it gives me a chance to reflect on the day. Ray's taught me a wonderful new technique which will, I'm sure, catch me a lot of fish in the future. Conditions weren't 100% right today, so I changed my tactics and sat behind the rods. That brought me a 6 pound 15 ounce Avon barbel, and I was well chuffed with it. And that's where the story should have ended. The camera crew packed up, but we stayed to catch the last rays of a glorious day. I was pretty bush with the roving, so I settled down to my old tactics, building up a swim near the railway bridge. Then, and I can still hardly believe it, I got a bite. Luckily Ray was there with his little camcorder, and I thought you'd like to see what happened. Big barbel! It's a big barbel!
Okay.
Oh my God, it's a barbel! It was clearly a barbel, and a big one. I was glad Ray was there to talk me through it, because there was weed, and this fish was giving me a right old battle. The rod's going, the line's going, my arms are going. Eventually I got close to landing it, and that's when I realised it was a whopper.
Yeah, get on.
Yeah! Oh my God!
Call the cameras back, quick.
Come on here! Oh my God!
That's about 12 to 13 pounds.
Look at my arm, look at the veins in my arm, look at that.
Yeah.
See that? The bailiffs and lots of Ray's mates piled down. To be honest, I was so shocked, it went by like a blur. Well, that's it. Well over £12 and truly one of the royalty's biggest. And a massive
your personal best. I'm going to end on the best sight I've had fishing in years. If you want to see more, join me again soon on Coarse with Dean Macey.